Hello everyone, and I hope you're all doing great. In today's video, I just want to talk about my story of how I learned English and how I improved English. So it goes back to the time when COVID-19 hit for the first time back in the day in 2019. So at that time, I was a fresh graduate of English department because I majored in English departments. But what I was always struggling with was not able to have a proper conversation with a native speaker or someone who's better than me in terms of speaking English. So it was a real challenge and struggle for me, and I felt it and I was struggling from it, and I didn't want it to happen, but it was the reality. So I said, this is my time, the COVID, because everyone was at home doing the fun activities, the things that they love to do, just spending time. But for me, it was a real and a golden opportunity. So I took on this opportunity and I continuously working on my English, like working so hard and putting in a lot of effort and time just to learn this language, because I really loved learning languages, especially English. And also I was majored in English. So I said that's going to be a shame for me to be an English teacher and not able to have a proper conversation or structure some sentences. So, and then I worked really hard, like day by day. So it lasted for 1 year. After 1 year, I felt like I've made a very, very huge improvement compared to my past, because after 1 year, I was able to speak very confidently, and also I was almost able to talk about any topic that I wanted very confidently, and I had like a huge number of vocabularies, and my self-confidence was so high, and that made me even to work even harder. And then I got to a point where I was learning through the language, not learning the language, because there's difference between learning the language and learning through the language. So I came to this point where I was learning about psychology, I was learning about culture, and I was always educating myself through English. And it really helped me to learn a lot of vocabularies, a lot of new words related to all of those topics, and also learn new sentences. So when I was like discussing those topics with different people, I was very confidently able to talk about those topics. So it was the time when I realized there's difference between learning the language and learning through the language, and also I realized the importance of learning through the language. And also at that time, I didn't really have any plan or any techniques or any methods to help me learn the language, to help me learn English. I just did it the way that I felt this is working for me. And it really did work for me, because I made a huge improvement and my speaking ability was changed and improved a lot. And what is so important that I want to talk about is that I'm still learning the language. I'm still, improving. Like almost every day, I have 2 hours of speaking time, of improving time. And I think, what is so important here that I want to highlight is the more you sacrifice for something, the more you get from it, the more you get better at it. And I think it should be known and taught to all the English learners. The more you sacrifice for something, the more you get from it, the more you get better at it.